I was being charged with assault after being assaulted by a bicycle and basically thrown onto my head backwards. I was charged with assaulting a police officer. Can you believe it?
Presidential candidate Jill Stein was arrested, really attacked. I mean, let's call it what it was. But she was arrested while trying to support some of these protesters. And I think they even, someone told me they even charged her with assaulting a police officer.
I was being charged with assault after being assaulted by a bicycle and basically thrown onto my head backwards. I was charged with assaulting a police officer. Can you believe it?
Even though, as you can see in this footage, this is 100 people all smashed together. So the cops love to just like run into someone or someone who's trying to just get loose or whatever from the crowd. And then a cop gets their ear flicked and they go, oh, it's assaulting a police officer because we are holy. We are the holy representatives of the fascist state. And you flicked our ear.
Members who were holding a peaceful, really wonderful, gracious, educational community gathering. The police basically attacked us and assaulted us as well as arrested us. To this genocide now, and the police are gathered here, and we're going to stand here in line with the students who are standing up for democracy. But there's also a very active, full-blown genocide going on.
They're showing moments of her in her debates.
Very much what needs to happen. This crisis did not start on October 7th. October 7th was just the latest phase of violence that was perpetrated mostly by Israel against the Palestinians. And unfortunately, Jews, and I know myself because I was raised as part of this, have been taught a certain version of history which is not quite accurate. And as more and more historical documents have come to light, it's very clear that there's been an outrageous tradition of violence against Palestinians from the get-go. So Zionism is something that needs to be debated, and being anti-Zionist is not the same as being anti-Semitic.
Exactly. Well said, Jill Stein. And this is the third high-profile time that and for those of you regular viewers of the show, by the way, I do the show 4 times a week. Hope everybody will make it part of their schedule. But for those of you regular viewers of the show, I've had Jill Stein on frequently. I had her on not too long ago, as well as Cornel West and Claudia de la Cruz. This is at least the third high-profile time that Jill Stein has been arrested while running for president. I think it's because, unlike your goonish corporate bought-out pieces of shit, she actually shows up at the protests that are going on around the country during her election campaigns.
We want a pro-worker campaign to be on the ballot. We want an anti-war campaign and a climate emergency campaign. We are the only campaign that actually represents all of those issues.
She shows up, as does Cornel West and Claudia de la Cruz. She shows up at for this one, very important anti-genocide, pro-Palestine protest. The last time she ran, she was arrested for being at Standing Rock, and as part of the protest there, they were spray painting on the construction equipment, and she spray painted like peace and justice or something on the construction equipment, and they charged her with, destroying critical infrastructure, because that bulldozer never recovered, okay? It never felt the same. Do you know what it means to be a bulldozer and then just have someone spray paint peace and justice on you? I was with her the night before this at an event she was doing in 2012. And the following day, she tries to attend the U.S. presidential debate. And they arrested her and Sherry Honkala, her VP candidate, and chain them to chairs in a basement, in a police basement or something, with their hands cuffed for like 8 hours during the entirety of the debate. And this is the country of free democracy, right? Free and fair elections. Chain them chair. Chain them to a goddamn chair if they are one of the two parties. That's what we have here. And I just want everybody in another country to know that's what we have here. We have a two-party system that's actually one party. And then anyone who tries to even just attend the debate, she didn't, like, they could have kept her off the stage, right? But just wants to be at the debate, they arrest those people and chain them to chairs for the entirety of the evening and then release them out into the night like they've stopped a werewolf when they were, werewolfy. And once they came back down to human form, they could release them out into the night again. That's the free and fair elections we have here in the United States. Could you imagine the coverage if Maduro had the opposition people arrested and chained to chairs during the regularly scheduled debate? I mean, this is the free and fair elections we have. So Jill Stein, once again, putting herself in harm's way.